Potentially good news this afternoon. The National Institute of Health is moving forward with promising clinical trials for a new COVID-19 treatment. The NIH study hopes to use antibodies taken from people who recovered from the virus to treat people currently suffering from it. Joining me now is Dr. Francis Collins, director of the National Institutes of Health. Dr. Collins, thank you very much, or Director Collins, thank you very much for joining us. Walk us through what this treatment is.
Glad to be with you, Katie. Well, your own immune system is an amazing biotechnology factory, and it is able to sense some invading virus or bacterium and make antibodies against that, which is how we all recover from illnesses. And that could be applied in this situation to great advantage, we think. So a monoclonal antibody is basically a purified antibody, in this case derived from one of the first cases of COVID-19 in the United States, somebody in Washington State, and now turned into a purified material that can be delivered to people early in the course of the disease to see if we can keep them from getting very sick. So we're announcing today the launch of two trials, one for outpatients and one for inpatients, people who've been diagnosed with COVID-19, but early in the course, to see whether infusing this very active antibody that goes right to the heart of causing the virus to basically be neutralized could give them a better outcome. And we need more treatments like that, and this is one of the most promising ones. Just getting started in the trial. It'll be probably a couple months before we know if it works, but it's another reason to be optimistic that we're on the right path.
So for those who are in the hospital right now, you're going to be potentially doing this on people who are in the early stages of this disease, not people who are battling for their lives.
We think the most significant hope for the monoclonal antibodies will be people early on. We already have treatments for the people who are most ill, things like remdesivir and dexamethasone. We haven't really had a good treatment that you could start early and try to keep people from ending up in the ICU or on a ventilator. That's where we hope this particular intervention can be particularly helpful. To get there, we had to bring together a partnership called ACTIV, which stands for Accelerating Coronavirus Therapeutic Interventions and Vaccines. And people have been working around the clock since the middle of April to put this kind of a protocol together, figure out what would be the most powerful therapeutics that we could try out, and arriving on this monoclonal, which is derived by the company Eli Lilly, as the first one out of the gate. And we're excited to see this happening starting today.
How large are the trials and where are they being held?
So they're both being run by large networks across the country. And in fact, one of them will also enroll some people outside the U.S. We need to enroll altogether about 2,000 patients, one in the outpatient trial, one in the inpatient trial, because you want to have enough people so you can really tell if it worked or not. And this will be what you call a placebo-controlled trial, where half the people will get the monoclonal antibody and half will get something that looks like it but isn't, because that's how we'll really find out if it made a difference. That's the only way you can really be sure.
And there has been some concern about a vaccine, if a vaccine is able to be developed safely, about a politicization of a vaccine, moving to market a little too quickly because of political reasons, maybe ahead of the election. Are you facing any of those concerns? Can you put anyone's mind at ease?
My only concern as a physician and director of the National Institutes of Health is how we can go as quickly as possible to develop treatments for people who are sick and dying at a time of a terrible stress on our world and our country. So no, there's nothing political about what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to find those answers as fast as we can.
Dr. Collins, the president sat down with Axios, and on the death count, he says, it is what it is. We're doing the best we can. We're doing everything we can. Are we doing everything we can to mitigate the deaths in this country?
You know, I can only talk about the part of it that is part of my job, which is trying to push the research forward. I would say as the process has played out for developing and testing vaccines and therapeutics, we are doing everything we can, bringing together all of the bright minds and the resources around the same table, people working 24/7 to try to make this successful and to save those lives.
Are we testing enough? Are we getting the results back fast enough?
It's clear that while we've greatly increased the number of tests that we've been able to do in the country, now something like 60 million, we have a current problem in terms of the turnaround time, where it takes too long to get the result back. just last Friday, we announced again as a research effort the development and implementation of 7 new kinds of ways to do testing that could be much more rapid in terms of their turnaround in a program called RADx, which stands for Rapid Acceleration of Diagnostics. So there again, in the research arena, we're pulling out every stop we can to try to solve some of the problems that have kept this from being as much in the rearview mirror as we all wish it was at this point.
Dr. Collins, thank you so much for joining us, and our fingers are crossed for this antibody treatment. We're going to be watching the clinical trials. Come back when you have some results.
Okay, I'd love to. Meanwhile, wear that mask when you go outside.
You bet.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.